The human mind is a powerful instrument. It craves order, seeking patterns and meaning even in chaos. This inherent desire for control often leads us to construct our own realities, shaping perceptions to fit preconceived notions. We build narratives, make assumptions, and cling to beliefs, sometimes blinding ourselves to the stark contrast between our carefully curated realities and the often unpredictable nature of the world around us. This disconnect is particularly evident in the realm of politics, where promises made are not always promises kept, and the quest for power often hinges on manipulating perceptions rather than confronting reality. The allure of control is intoxicating. It offers a sense of security, a belief that we are masters of our own destinies. We make plans based on expectations, invest in futures we envision, and cast votes for leaders who promise to deliver us to this meticulously crafted future. But what happens when the foundation of our carefully constructed realities begins to crumble? When the promises made on the campaign trail fall short, and the outcomes of political decisions directly contradict our expectations? How do we reconcile this dissonance between the world we perceive and the world as it truly is? The answer, often uncomfortably, lies in confronting the limitations of our own perceptions. It requires acknowledging that the human mind, for all its complexity, is susceptible to biases, cognitive shortcuts, and the seductive allure of simple answers to complex problems. It demands a willingness to question our assumptions, challenge our beliefs, and accept that the world rarely conforms to the neat narratives we construct in our minds. Ultimately, bridging the gap between the illusion of control and the reality of our circumstances requires a shift in perspective. It necessitates a move away from seeking certainty in a world inherently defined by uncertainty, and embracing the complexities of a political landscape often shrouded in half-truths and carefully crafted narratives. The Trump administration, with its bombastic rhetoric and promises of a return to American greatness, serves as a potent case study in the dissonance between perceived control and political reality. Trump's appeal rested heavily on his ability to tap into a deep-seated yearning for a return to a perceived golden age, a time when America stood unchallenged on the world stage and economic prosperity was readily available to all. He promised to make America great again, a slogan that resonated with those who felt left behind by globalization and societal shifts. He pledged to bring back jobs, renegotiate trade deals, and restore America's standing in the world. His supporters, fueled by these promises and a deep distrust of the political establishment, embraced his message wholeheartedly. They saw in Trump a champion for their values, a leader who would disrupt the status quo and deliver on his word. However, the reality of the Trump years proved to be far more turbulent than the rosy picture painted during the campaign. The promised economic boom never fully materialized, with many Americans continuing to struggle with stagnant wages and rising costs of living. Trade wars, initiated with the goal of protecting American jobs, often resulted in higher prices for consumers and retaliatory tariffs from other countries. The political landscape became increasingly polarized, with Trump's divisive rhetoric further deepening the chasm between his supporters and his detractors. The Trump presidency, in many ways, exemplified the perils of placing blind faith in political promises. It underscored the importance of critical thinking, of evaluating claims against evidence, and of recognizing that the pursuit of political power often hinges on exploiting the human desire for simple solutions to complex problems. The Dunning-Kruger effect in action. The Dunning-Kruger effect describes how people with low ability at a task overestimate their ability. In politics, this often manifests as overconfidence in one's knowledge, leading to poor decision-making. For example, a politician might oversimplify complex issues, believing they understand them fully. This overconfidence can be exploited by political figures to manipulate public opinion, making it seem like they have all the answers. This effect can lead to misguided policies and a misinformed public. Section 4. The art of political manipulation. Throughout history, political figures have mastered the art of swaying public opinion and maintaining power. From ancient Rome's use of bread and circuses to modern-day social media campaigns, the tactics have evolved, but the goal remains the same. Politicians employ psychological techniques such as fear-mongering, propaganda, and emotional appeals to influence the masses. These methods not only shape public perception, but also impact societal norms and behaviors. Section 5. Breaking the illusion, a call to action. To break the illusion, we must become more informed and critical thinkers. Question assumptions, seek out diverse perspectives, and stay engaged in the political process. Take an active role in shaping a more transparent and accountable political landscape.